Hey, Lurch.
Yeah.
Put the fucking mic on.
What the hell?
Put the fucking mic on.
You heard me.
My mic's on.
Are you still riding your motorcycle in a t-shirt?
Sometimes.
You're doing it wrong.
Maybe.
You are. This riding jacket will keep you cooler. We're going to talk about that and a whole bunch more. It's going to be great. It's going to be groundbreaking. And I know a lot of you already know this, but it's going to be an education for a lot of you. It's based on facts. It's based on experience. It's based on testing and knowledge. It's going to be counterintuitive to a lot of you that have grown up not really thinking about it. I don't think a lot of people do it on purpose. But we're going to give you some things to think about. We never force our opinions here. All I can do is lead by example. And that's what I try to do, even amongst the group that I ride in. All right. So we've got a lot to throw at you. I do want to make an announcement. It's a very surreal day for me.
Really?
It is.
How so? Well, you're going to tell us.
I'm going to tell you.
All right.
I'm thanking my blessings today because, and I just want to tell you guys, I don't know if Lurch wanted me to announce this or not, but I'm just happy to be sitting here with a friend that had a near-death experience.
I don't know if I go that far.
Are you laughing at death? Do not laugh at death.
I scoff at it.
Lurch is trying to make this because he didn't want me to announce. He's trying to downplay this. Lurch had a decision either to go towards the light or come back because he was near death. Now,
I don't know about that, dude.
Oh, but I do. So
if the reaction that I had continues, I may get there one day.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It put some scare in me. I need Lurch. I need Lurch around here. So can you tell them briefly your near-death experience?
Dude, I got stung by a hornet. That was it.
It's a little more dramatic than that. These weren't just any hornets.
They were pissed off hornets. Yeah.
And so what were you lifting, a tarp or something?
Yeah, I was cleaning up some stuff out back behind my shop. I'm sure every guy can attest to this. If you have
the dead hooker under the tarp,
you've got a sharp. If you got a shop, you've got some shit hidden behind it. And I've got some yard waste back there and some just other stuff that's accumulated. I'm making a run to the dump here in the near future. So I was going to clear off a little old trailer that I had and clean that up. And a friend of mine might be taking it. So I went to lift the tarp and right away, boom, right in my bicep, I had a sting.
Can I tell you guys, can you hold that up? Because I've had a lot of hornets bites, but I've never had to put Band-Aids on.
Yeah, I'm hoping that this will get the infection out of there.
Lurch has a cross on his muscle on the inside, on his bicep, and it's a one Band-Aid vertical and one horizontal, making a cross.
I did what I learned as a kid is you take baking soda and put some water and make a paste and you put it on there. It's supposed to help.
Supposed to piss on it.
Maybe. It's supposed to take the sting away and maybe back the stinger out if you got one in you. And I did that. And I had two others that really don't have that much of a infection or a reaction, if you will. But this one, I think the stinger might still be in it, potentially.
I don't know if Lurch told you he's semi-allergic to these things.
Yeah,
it doesn't affect, like I've been stung by them multiple times and they hurt like a mother trucker, but, and they get a little red, but not like this.
Yeah. It's gotten worse as I've gotten older and as I've been repeatedly stung. Last time I got it on the back of the hand, I didn't have the inflammation or the redness that I have right here.
Right.
I just swelled up to the point where I could barely close my hand all the way. But it went down after a couple of days. This is we're on day 3 and it still hurts like hell.
Yeah, you definitely have an allergic reaction because after about a day, it's done for me, or even after like half day, it's like, yeah, it hurts and it's red, but it's done.
Yeah, you can see it. I mean, I've got a red mark about the size of my fist and some funky stuff going on here. And then I had this morning, it looked like a little pimple where the little bastards stung me and a little bit of pus came out of that. So that's why I think I still got a stinger in there. So the Band-Aids I put Neosporin on it.
Yeah.
Put some Band-Aids over and hope it'll help back that little bastard out of there. It's the only thing I can think of why it's still bothering me.
If you need me to pee on it, we can take a pause on it.
I really appreciate that. You are a true friend.
That's what I hear, dude. Takes away stings. Is
jellyfish stings.
Yeah.
I don't know
supposed
about
to pee on them.
Hornets.
We could try.
Yeah, little bastards.
Well, I am glad you're here with us, dude. That was a near-death experience. I'm glad you did not go towards the light. And
I had a mild reaction to it, or maybe a medium reaction to it.
All right.
Hopefully it doesn't get worse.
I hope not.
As I get older.
Hey, Bikeaholics, 03D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike.
I like gold.
Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Your Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN Bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabundingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of 03D products. And we were just going over an email today. The products aren't in the store yet, but we'll be adding them. And we're working with Zero, a longtime sponsor of the show. Wonderful people, wonderful products, actual bikers. And we're going to be promoting and doing, right?
It's a new line. It's not going to be released until October. So when this comes out, this will probably be a little before the release. So all that I will say is they've got a new line of foot controls and hand controls, shifters and whatnot.
It's good looking stuff.
It's not bad at all. Their stuff's always quality.
It is.
So I look forward to getting my hand and feeling it. It's stylish, but it's not too crazy. It'll definitely make your bike look different. So they're going to send a set over. We're going to throw them on my Road Glide and evaluate it.
Yeah. We'll be throwing that content out, guys. However, if you want to ride longer without a tired and sore and achy ass, then fix it with a high quality butt buffer seat cushion. Because you can head over to the Law Abiding Biker store and check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. And Oscar, as we speak,
he's down there at the moment.
He's down there at the moment shipping a lot of orders. It's Monday, so from the weekend, we appreciate it. We are adding products quicker, so much quicker than we can get out. So I do want to make this announcement, which is big for us. So the store's been around, about 10 years, Law Abiding Biker 11. And we started with one product and we have grown to where we are because of you guys. Now, some time ago, last year, we became a Drag Specialties and Parts Unlimited dealer. As of a week ago, we now are a Western Power Sports dealer, WPS. So those are huge, guys. If you don't understand how it all works, those are wholesalers. They're the biggest wholesalers in the motorcycle power sports industry, and not everybody gets a dealer license to be able to do that. We were able to, and because we've been growing and just obviously our influence in the industry, and so we are very stoked to have both those now. You can't get anyone's bigger than that, and so. With that said, we are adding products. And the other thing I'll say to you guys is, we're just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help educate, entertain as many bikers as we can worldwide. You shopping in our store is a huge, huge thing for us to be able to continue this main mission of helping everybody. And obviously the store's huge. We love serving you in the store. Oscar's in there. Lurch right now is wearing a lot of hats. Oscar's shipping. We do anticipate, we've said it before, hiring another employee, a store manager, so to speak, here this fall, hopefully. But we'll make that announcement to the community because it will be open. We don't actually have somebody for that position. There's lots of opportunity. It's going to be really a great position. But as we expand, here's what I say. For right now, my vision never was to be like, the biggest motorcycle online store. You've got the big boys, Komodo Holdings owns JP Cycles, Cycle Gear, Revzilla. They're just a big conglomerate that, scoop all those up. They bought them out, bought JP Cycles out. So that's what happens, right? In the big industries like that, they want to own everything. Not that they're not good service. It's not about that. But what they do is this is just quick, I get off track, but these are good things to talk about we're very transparent here, and we just want to serve bikers. And so if we can give you a little background. So basically what Revzilla does, Komodo Holdings, is they're a drag specialties dealer, and they're a WPS dealer and other dealers. And they're just putting everything from the catalog in their store through software. And so they have every little nickel and dime thing in there. I kind of am running ours different. We're independent, obviously, and I want to put options in there, and I want to have a lot of stuff, but I don't just want everything. I could put 100,000 jackets in there, and it's hard to even make a decision. We're trying to put stuff somewhere between no low quality stuff, but medium quality to high quality to give you options, and put stuff that we look at and research, and we don't just automatically upload it as a product. We look at it and go, that's a good option for bikers. This is a good option. This is a good medium line option. And if we don't like it, we'll pull it. Other than just selling everything, that's just where we're at right now. And kind of my gut tells me that's how I'm going to continue to run it. We don't want to be the biggest, and we want to be the best as far as the way we treat you and, real bikers helping you. We don't just want to hire phone people that don't even understand motorcycle stuff. So with that, you can't be that big, you know what I mean? Cause you're going to get away from that. So although we do want to expand, and we are expanding rapidly, I always want to kind of keep it like that. A lot of guys are stopping by the physical store now, which is really cool. We're adding a lot of stuff to the showroom up front.
Yes, we are.
Packing it with stuff. Lurch knows. Yeah. And it's been a lot of work.
Starting to look like a real store now.
Lurch is wearing a lot of hats, but he's supposed to be chief operations officer. But we had a transition where Big Daddy Kane couldn't run the store anymore. And so he kind of transitioned. So now we're kind of getting to where we're looking for a store manager. But so it's a lot right now.
It's fun.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
It does. And we love it. We learned so much sourcing products for you guys. We just sourced a lot of, we'll talk about that here in just a minute. But so stop by if you can, check, email. Lurch is there 90% of the time, but he has to run packages. He has to do stuff. So if you want to make sure he's there, hit us up via the contact form, and he will make sure that he can be there when you're coming through. So you can see the store, you can visit or whatever. We want to make it an experience, and we're very happy with the facility that we were so blessed to be able to get a couple of years ago. And it's really, really looking great now. Lurch has done an amazing job with shelving and organizing the storefront and all that kind of stuff. So there you go. Anyways, with that said, WPS, we got all the big boys now. We can get, so anything Revzilla, JMP Cycles, any of those guys, we can get the same stuff. We have same access as they do. So please, because we don't list anything, if there is something you want and you want to support a regular biker company, small company, bootstrap like us, you can simply go over to lawabidingbiker.com/store, and there's a contact form. It's very simple. Guys are taking advantage of it. And just, especially if you have a WPS part number or a drag specialties number, you can find that stuff everywhere online. And if you can't do that, just send the product and we'll quickly research it and see if we can get it for you. And we're going to get to you the same price as the big boys. We're going to get same shipping. We're going to get it to you just as fast. And in fact, $100 or more free shipping with us. So take advantage of that. And also, you patron members, don't forget your mid-level and above patron members have a store code 10% off. So not only do you get free shipping for over 100, you get 10% off. So think about that when you're buying stuff. The other huge thing with us is another savings is you don't pay taxes if you're not a Washington state resident. So every other state, if you order, you get no taxes. So that's another 10% in most places, 10% sales tax. So free shipping over 100, patron discount plus taxes. I mean, it's worth your time to ask us if we can get it for you. And we will, Oscar's handling a lot of emails now, and we will be able to respond to you. And we take that very seriously to serve you in that capacity. So just wanted to remind everybody that things are growing with the store. I just wanted to thank you for your support to get to where we are, to where we do have, we are a dealer for all the big boys. So you have anything to add to that, Lurch?
No, I don't think I do, to be honest with you.
Okay.
You did a very good job.
Very good.
You were just talking about how the store is looking. I just want to give a little credit to Bob Dawson. Patron member Bob Dawson. Dawson's Custom Painting. He's the one who did the inside and just did the outside. So she's looking good.
Yeah. He does amazing work and painted the studio out here. And the store, it's awesome. Shout out to Bob. Is this a new voicemail here?
It is.
All right. This voicemail is from Steve Castell of did we ever say on New Jersey? Manalapan, New Jersey. Longtime listener, longtime contributor. Had a lot of voicemails over the years from Steve, and we appreciate that very much. I have no idea what Steve's going to say here. You might tell us to
He's
F
talking
off.
about our He's talking about the 2024 models. Yeah,
okay, here we go.
And his thoughts.
Hey, this is Steve from Manalapan, New Jersey. I know I've been pretty critical about the recent Harley-Davidson bagger models. I got to say, I recently was helping a friend purchase one, and Harley's really come a long way. The 2024s with the 117 motor, 105 horsepower, 130 pound-feet of torque, the big screen, the bars. You can buy that bike at $25,999. Add a pair of slip-ons or pair of pipes, Screaming Eagle tuner, and a breather, and be good to go for $27,000 plus tax and tags. It is absolutely become competitive with the others in the industry. And this is exactly where Harley needs to be. Would I rather see overhead valves? Absolutely. Would I rather see water cooling? Absolutely. But this is a motorcycle that I could come to the dealership with a check for $30,000 and buy. Harley's really done a really good job. And I hope to see what you guys do with the 2024 that you have. Take thanks for all of the great work that you do, and we hope to hear from you soon. Thanks. Take care.
Thank you, Steve. lawabidingbiker.com/contact. So simple. He just left a voicemail right from his computer, as you could tell there, or you can do it from your phone. It's so simple. And we love hearing your voices and putting it on the platform. So, yeah, good information. And I agree with what you said. I will note that they are water cooled. He said he wished they were water cooled. The 24s are. My Street Glide is water cooled heads.
The heads. Yeah.
So that's definitely a step, and it makes a difference in the right direction. There's the oil dual cooled, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, oil and water now. So, but yeah, they have done a good job, and they realize that, I think. And, whether you like leadership or CEO, I think Jochen Zeitz has done a good job there, realizing the market and kind of where they need to be. And a lot of what were the other costs? There was another associated cost that they got rid of, not excise, but you know what I'm talking about? Surcharges and some of that stuff. So they have, and beautiful bikes. Loving my 2024 Street Glide. Highly recommend it. And I rode it this morning, in fact. So
we'll see what next year brings for me. There might be another one added to the law-abiding biker stable.
Yeah, buddy. You know it's coming. New free video is how to install. We're putting out lots of videos on YouTube faster than we can announce, but this one is how to install progressive front suspension on a Harley-Davidson with Batwing or shark nose fairing. And Lurch will put a link in the show notes. lawabidingbiker.com/whatever episode number this is how you get them, or whatever app you're listening in. Click around and look for the show notes below it or above it, and there'll be a link in there. We are selling progressive right in the Law Abiding Biker store. That's where that video comes from. Wonderful option for suspension. We've done a lot of suspension videos and talked about it, right, Lurch? There's different levels, different price points, but we wouldn't be selling if we didn't like it. So yeah, so go check out that video. Yeah, we're going to get going here. Oh, we already have been. Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority of the big MM, also known as the
99%.
Large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history. By being here, by listening, you're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
We have one question before we get started. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
Ryan Urlacher, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast, and your
high-tech redneck.
There we go. We're officially started, guys. And now we do want to make a huge announcement here. And this is for, well, let's first do this. Let's, we've got, we love our sponsors, our regular sponsors, that have been with us and support the show. But these folks are also a reason that we are still coming to you strong after 11 years. And they're some of our newest patron members that we'd love to get a shout out to. Lurch would anyways.
We'd like to thank Robert Fox of the U.S. military. He had an APO address, so that's how we know that. Dean Kolstad of Enumclaw, Washington, just right in our backyard. And Joe Page.
lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. And for signing up, you're getting access to a lot of stuff and a plethora of benefits. So here's the announcement that we're going to be stating quite a few times here. Here's the deal. I want to quickly tell you guys about some changes for our current and future patron members of Law Abiding Biker Media. We wanted to let you know, Lurch and I, that the change we are making, this is going to help us deliver a better membership experience going forward. We are switching from a per piece of content to a monthly subscription billing model on Patreon effective October 2024. This means that every month you will have a consistent price for all of the benefits we provide, and it won't fluctuate based on the number of content pieces per month that we release. Don't stress out, guys. There isn't really anything you need to do as a current member, but we just wanted to keep you informed. And of course, as always, right here, we wanted to be very transparent. Now, we decided to make this change both for the consistency it provides to members and us, and the flexibility for us to consider other benefits that we can provide that aren't tied to the number of paid post pieces of content that we make. Your membership will be, so if you're a current member, your membership will be converted from a per creation content amount to an easier, simple monthly subscription amount. Understand, we have never raised fees in over 10 years for our patron members since its inception. Now, during this transition, we are slightly raising membership fees for the first time for all new memberships, as operation costs obviously have increased over time. That's due to a lot of stuff, including the economy and inflation. But here are the changes to new membership fees. The base tier now is going from $1 to $5 per month. Mid-tier is going from $12 to $15 per month. And top tier is going from $20 to $25 per month. The only change existing members will see during this transition is that they'll only be charged once a month instead of per piece of content that we release. So it actually simplifies everything for us and for members. Understand this, that if you choose to sign up within the iOS app on your iPhone and you're going to use Apple, you'll pay additional fees to Apple for using their sign up services. It's a convenience. I get it to sign up in there, but you're going to be charged extra. Now, even if you have an iPhone, you can still avoid that and choose to sign up outside of Apple iOS ecosystem using the Patreon website directly to sign up. And then just simply use the Patreon app like you always have on your iPhone. You just got to sign in with the additional. You won't have the additional Apple fees that way. You'll be paying Patreon and us directly that way instead of using Apple and, again, paying their additional fees. Up to you on what you want to do there. Existing members will be happy to know that when we transition, you are grandfathered in at your current pledge level as long as you continue to use your current payment method on file with Patreon. Once this transition happens, you can make membership changes in your patron account at any time, like always. Thanks for your understanding as we make this transition, everybody, to a standard monthly subscription fee, which is easier and more understandable model for everybody. We just wanted to inform all of our members now so everyone is fully informed before this takes effect in October 2024. Please reach out to us if you have any questions. We're looking forward to this next phase of building our awesome biker community right on Patreon. And if you're not yet a patron member, you are really missing out. It's the fastest growing biker community around, and there are a plethora of benefits, like I mentioned, for becoming a member. You can learn more by heading over to lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon. Patreon. All right. With that said, guys, we're going to dive into our main topic here. And I guess we should just start. Me and Lurch will have a little discussion. We've got a solution. We've got a jacket we're going to talk about. With that said, up front, I already did a video on this on YouTube, and it's got a ton of views. Obviously, we have more time on the podcast. We're going to break it down a little more, give you a little more information. We're a little more succinct on YouTube. But if you want to see and feel so to speak on YouTube, I do a full video where I show it and wear it and go around it and all that kind of stuff. So certainly after you listen to the podcast, if you still have questions or you want to see it, obviously look it up. And in the show notes, we're going to put links to the video. We're going to put links to the products that we're talking about, because we're not only going to talk about a jacket, we're going to talk about a base layer and a mid layer. So here's the deal. Let me start this out. Let me wet my whistle.
Get a little kombucha over there.
Oh, yeah. Is it kombucha? Can you say kombucha? It makes me feel bad about drinking it when you say
Drink
kombucha.
Is it kombucha? The booch.
Kombucha.
The booch is what I've heard it called.
Yeah, the booch. See, it's K-O-M.
Oh.
Not
kombucha.
Kombucha.
Does it give you good bowel movements? Is that the whole idea?
You know,
It's supposed to be like for gut health, right?
It is. It's probiotics tea. I don't have issues.
Yeah.
So
I'm you didn't
blessed.
recognize a difference?
I just like the flavor of it. And oftentimes I drink it in place of a beer, which is much healthier for me.
Sure.
So yeah, they're not cheap.
No.
But delicious.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Getting all hippy dippy on me.
I am hippy dippy, dude. Totally, dude. So here's the deal.
Drink that cum.
There we go. When you say kombucha, I'm like, I can't drink this anymore. I thought you were teasing me.
I hadn't thought about it. I just thought it was called kombucha.
Anything with the cum at the beginning. I'm not drinking
okay.
it.
I'll remember that next time. Right. Kombucha.
So here's the deal. Me and Lurch have had these discussions, as I have. I'm not forcing my views on you. I'm providing you with information. You're an adult. It's just like, do you wear a half helmet or full face? Okay. Stuff like that. We can only educate and try to give you information so you can make an educated decision. Doesn't mean you're uneducated at all. It may mean just you've never thought about it. And that's what we're here for. We just, at the end of the day, we want you to ride less fatigued. We want you to avoid injury. It's a dangerous sport. Obviously, we know that with all the cagers out there. So whatever you can do, long distance trip, staying hydrated, staying cool. Fatigue sets in day 3 when you're riding 500 miles a day and 90-degree heat. There's just things you can do. We've already talked cup holders. Make sure you have water there. It encourages you to keep drinking. Just simple things like that. Obviously, your phone up on your biker gripper for music so you can stay awake, because I have come very close to falling asleep on a motorcycle on long trips in hot weather. And anything to listen to a podcast, call somebody, get awake. There's just all kinds of things you can do for long distance touring. So this is going to affect both long distance and anybody who's just riding even short distance in hot weather. So it's counterintuitive. I know forever. I see it all the time. It's a human thing, especially, I'll just say it's an American thing. I don't know about all other countries, but I see a lot of other countries are much smarter than us in this fact. Okay. And that is Americans. Oh, it's getting hot out. Number one,
sun's out, guns out.
Yeah, exactly. Not only do they bitch about it, and I get tired of people, and because then like in 2 days, they'll be fucking bitching because it's cold. Just shut up. It's hot. You sweat. Get used to it. All right. I work out on a police motorcycle at 107 degrees on a 225 degree engine with a freaking bulletproof vest on. So stop. You just sweat. Drink fluids. I was out on the dirt track yesterday. It was hot. Just stay hydrated. Stay ahead of it. You'll live. Sweat. You're okay. God, people, it's so hot. Okay, I'm off my soapbox. Anyways, so the first thing they want to do, like Lurch said, sun's out, guns out. And you see all these guys. We think as in America that the way to stay cool is to remove clothing. It's not factual. All right. All the way down to no shirt, shorts, right. All this stuff. Indirect sun, that's actually counterproductive. And there's quite a few reasons for that. All right. It doesn't make you cooler. You are on a motorcycle. You are going 70, 80, 90 down the freeway in 100-degree heat. You're basically riding through a blow dryer. And that wind, number one, the sun's on your skin let's not even talk about skin cancer. Okay, we're not even going to go there. So number one, you're exposing your skin to the sun for extended periods. Okay, by doing that, regardless of what I just said, you are literally sucking the moisture, drying it right out. You're chapping yourself. You're dehydrating yourself. You're not retaining any moisture. So you are actually doing yourself a disservice, which means doing all that, it's going to be harder to stay up on fluids, and you're going to be actually hotter, whether you know it or not. And we'll talk about, me and Lurch will break this down a little bit more. But again, you're not retaining anything, and you're doing the worst thing for your body that you can possibly do. And you don't want to be fatigued. You don't want to be dehydrated. These are long riding days. And even if you're riding a couple hours, the cooler, more hydrated, you can say, number one, stay ahead of the water game. Me and Oscar were out yesterday riding dirt track on the dirt bikes for 3 hours. And the main thing, on my way down, I guzzle a huge thing of water. And then every, 30 minutes, we take a break and we come back and we guzzle water, and we have our hydration packs. I had to pee like 5 times. That's
sure.
Good. I know that.
That means you're not dehydrated.
Correct. I know that from fighting fires in the Forest Services. We had warm water. It'd be warm, but you had to keep peeing. If you were peeing, you knew you were staying ahead of the kids. Once you get behind, you're screwed. It's really hard to catch up. And Oscar almost had he had a little heat stroke.
Yeah, the effects are bad. It's hard to bounce back from. It's hard on your body. It could kill you.
Most people that have a heat stroke die, they say. So this is serious stuff. We joke a lot, but it's serious stuff. So it's counterintuitive to do that, guys. There are so much progressive gear out there that will help with this, okay? And actually keep you cooler. And most importantly, when you're wearing a t-shirt, guys, not only are you screwing yourself on all the things I already mentioned and hydration and all that, if you go down, you're just screwed. You are going to road rash, all right, all over. And let me tell you, as a full-time police motorcycle officer and investigator, I will shock you a little bit, but when you do wear a t-shirt and you do go down, it actually makes our investigation easier because we just measure your skin trail. And if you think I'm kidding, I'm not. It's disgusting. And you can see literally the line of skin, and then you look at the rider. And once you see stuff like that, you will immediately, if you have any wits about you, go and research good protective hot weather riding gear. It's just unnecessary to leave skin trails these days, guys. There is the progressive gears at our fingertips. We have an option for you that's actually very, very reasonable in comparison to a lot of other stuff. It's a jacket I recently tested, hot weather jacket, but we're going to break the base layer down and some other stuff too. And Lurch has experience with some of that. Again, on our YouTube channel, I just want to do a disclosure. You are going to see people I ride with in t-shirts. I don't like it, but I never force my opinion on people. I can only give information and lead by example. Funny thing is, I do it on purpose because at one of our stops on the trip, 2 of our riders from California came up to me and said, "Aren't you hot in the jacket?" It gave me a perfect opportunity to educate them and tell them what I'm going to tell all you. That's what I look for, is just those opportunities to people go, that's different. Let me ask them. And then once I told them the information, they're like, really? Wow. And I told them about what they're doing to themselves by wearing t-shirts and everything. It's just, people haven't thought about it. You always think, yeah, t-shirt, that's going to be the coolest option. So with that set up, the other thing, and we'll talk about the base layer too. Lurch, why don't you attest, because you explained this, you've talked to me about this before, about how you came about it, wearing a proper base layer in hot weather, a hot weather base layer.
We're not.
You thought,
we're not talking about like long johns to keep you, warm, big thick long johns. It's a base layer, and it is designed to keep you cool. You'll hear it called cool gear or whatever, and it seems counterintuitive because you think putting an extra layer on is going to just make you warmer. So a couple of years ago, we were on I think we're down in California somewhere. Anyways, I was sharing a room with Squid, and we were dressing down for the evening, as gentlemen often do. No, we just got back to the hotel room and we're stripping down, getting cleaned up so we can head out to dinner. And I look over at Squid, and he's got what I thought were long johns on. I said, dude, are you crazy? What do you got going on over there? He goes, it's a cool air. It's cooling. It keeps me cool. I go, listen, that doesn't make sense to me. Explain it. So a cool gear or a cooling base layer is thin. It allows airflow, but what it does is it helps retain your skin's moisture. It doesn't let you just wick it away real fast. It goes into that material and stays there. And oddly enough, when you're going down the road, 90, 100 degrees, even higher, if you've got sweat in that cool gear, the wind hits it. It's almost like a little swamp cooler, if you will. So it actually makes you feel cooler going down the road. It's counterintuitive.
And even before you sweat, as soon as you move, the air feels cooler on your skin just because it's going through the gear, right?
Yeah.
As soon as I start moving, I'm like, wow, it nice allows
the
cool.
airflow. Now, when you're standing, at a gas station or whatever, taking a break, you're going to sweat a little bit for sure, but that's okay.
It's not any hotter than not having it.
No, not really. Not at all. And once you get on the bike and start moving, that little bit of sweat that you would have lost before would have went into your jeans or dehydrated and just gone away is in that cool gear. And so as soon as the wind hits it, it's honestly like a little air conditioner. It's very unintuitive or counterintuitive, like I said, but it's real. It's the real deal. So my first set of cool gear was just some stuff I bought off of Amazon. It made a big difference. But you've tried this Alpinestars.
There is differences in
and you said this is the best stuff that you've ever tried, so I look forward to getting some for me and trying it, because I just the cheap stuff that I got off Amazon was a big improvement over not having any. So with this stuff, I look forward to testing it myself. But you can attest to what you've tested with it, because you've worn it riding your dirt bike and really sweating.
Soaked. The other thing too, we talked about it in the past. This base layer is basically also compression gear. Which gives you awesome muscle support for long distance riding. And we talked about that in past episode when I had Matt Haywood on about back issues and riding, and he wears compression gear. So it has a bunch of different purposes. It is amazing to ride with compression gear, and it does help with muscle fatigue and muscle support. So that's the other benefit you're getting. But there are big differences I've learned in cheap compression gear and hot weather gear compared to actual quality stuff. There's a lot of shit on Amazon.
Where all the compression is located and how the material works and where it breathes.
What kind of material.
The stuff I have is, like I said, it's off of Amazon. It's got some stitching in it particularly to help compress in certain areas, but it's all the same material all the way across.
Right.
So this stuff I think is going to be quite a bit better, and you'll attest that it is. But so anything's better. But if you're looking for something that's been tested that will work, we've got a solution for you.
Yeah, and we will definitely get to that, and all the links will be in the show notes. But so with that said, not only do I wear this hot weather jacket, I always wear a proper hot weather base layer. And in the winter, you can wear a cold weather base layer. So there's two different kinds. So anyways, so I went out, and we got so this is an Alpinestars TSPX Superair jacket for hot weather riding. I took it out and rode it exclusively on our 10-day East Coast trip to really test this thing. Fell in love with it. For a lot of reasons. And we're going to go through why this is a hot weather. We say 3-season, we'll make it 3-season because we'll pair it with a mid layer for colder weather. And I rode in 60 degrees to over 100 on the East Coast in highly humid temperatures. Never rode without it, guys. And we're getting some comments. You're thinking too. I get it. That's just the way people are. I live in Texas, and have you tried it in Texas? Okay, hang on. Another guy, Arizona. Guys, it gets 110 degrees here in the summer. I work in 110 degrees on my police motorcycle. I know what hot is, okay? You're just relax, all right? I'm not in Seattle where it rains and it's cool. Okay. We live in East and we live in the desert. So we are very much like Texas, very much like Arizona. So, yes, I have. And yes, I do wear it. And yes, it's better for you. Yes, it will keep your moistures. Yes, it will keep you less fatigue. And yes, it will protect you if you go down. So get over sweating. You're going to sweat even in a t-shirt. Okay. It's hot. You're going to be hot. It's okay. You'll be okay. All right. So, with that said, to get those out, I have to respond to some of those comments. It's just people don't watch the whole thing and they don't realize where I live. I get it. They think I tested in some cool climate. And I was on the East Coast in very humid weather and I was fine. I'm alive. I'm well. Yes, I sweated just as much as I did yesterday on the dirt bike. Okay. That you want to sweat? Yeah. Go ride in 100-degree heat in a dirt track for 3 hours and single track. Okay. All right. With that said, and I wear protective gear there too. I see some guys out there not very protected. So you get to make choices in life. That's what it's about. So we're going to go over the Alpinestars TSPX Superair jacket. With this jacket, guys, I will tell you, I have another brand jacket that I ride. This is a urban commuter touring style jacket, which means it's not too tight and not too loose. It's made for street touring, riding, Harleys, baggers, things like that. Any Harley, not even just touring baggers, but my Dyna Lowrider S, it's for street. What I mean by that is your adventure off-road gear tends to be a little bit looser because you're standing up and you're wrestling around and all that kind of stuff. But I will say my comparative hot weather jacket from the other brand is over double the price.
It is. I was just looking at it.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And it's a good jacket. This is, honestly, I've looked around it. It's just as good coming in at the price point. So this is an entry level, guys, in the scheme of jackets and clothing. This is
entry level price,
a high quality entry level price jacket, which is why I sourced it and was like, we need this in the store after I tested it. Because again, we're trying to bring stuff that's reasonably priced. And then of course we want to bring some higher end stuff too, because everybody gets to make a financial decision on what you want. But this, at this price point, amazing. $199 at the time of this podcast. That can change in the future due to everything that goes on in the economy. But at this time, that's just a phenomenal price point for the quality of jacket that you're getting right now. So again, in our store, we'll talk a little bit more about it and what it has to offer. And stop me or pick up if I'm missing anything, Lurch. I'm not following a complete order, so let me know.
That happens.
Okay, yeah. Exactly. Good? Anything you want to say?
No.
Okay, all right. All right, moving down. So let's talk a little bit about Alpinestars. It's really one of the biggest motorcycle clothing manufacturers in the world, if not the biggest. We didn't actually research whether it's the biggest. If you're not familiar with Alpinestars, you need to get familiar with them. These guys are, we'll just give you a little history. You want to give them a little history? Lurch, I'm talking too much. I need some kombucha.
You need to have some kombucha? Yes, absolutely. I was doing some
we don't care what you're doing.
Production over here while you were talking.
Just messing with you.
So some history on those guys. Let me see here. Alpinestars was established in 1963 and has grown into a world-leading manufacturer of professional racing products, high-performance apparel, technical footwear. I do have some of their boots. And sportswear. Alpinestars understands that the best design and research is achieved under extreme conditions, and its involvement in Formula One, World Rally Championship, AMA, and World Motocross and MotoGP has led to the creation of advanced technical equipment for racing's top athletes. Alpinestars products are developed by a large international staff with auto racing and motorcycling backgrounds at the company's laboratories in the U.S., which is in Los Angeles, and Europe, which is in Italy. They started in Italy. To exceed the needs of racers and consumers around the world, Alpinestars utilizes latest technology and superior product development. For those who live and breathe motors and pedal sports, Alpinestars apparel is a reflection of the high-performance athletes who wear it in competition in daily life. And just talking about some of the folks that do wear it, you and I were discussing that a lot of, if not all, most if not all, of the king of the baggage racers are wearing Alpinestars suits.
Full leather suits. They've been making amazing stuff. They're wearing Alpinestars boots. They're wearing the airbag jackets that go inside the suits, and the very base layer that we're going to tell you guys about is what they're wearing under those suits. Alpinestars is an amazing company. They're not just doing motorcycles. Look at this, race cars. They're doing power sports. I mean, these guys have been in the game. I've never found an Alpinestar products that was subpar. Even their entry-level priced jacket is above par in my, like I said, it competes with a jacket nearly triple its price. So Alpinestars, amazing. We're going to be bringing a lot of Alpinestars stuff to the Law Abiding Biker store now that I've had time with it. And I'm like, I don't know why. I've been missing out for a lot of years. There's so much gear out there. And once I got this, I was like, wow. And they have some really expensive shit too.
They do.
So, but that's, way up there, but you're not going to get a bad product in my opinion.
No, I would say that they were primarily in the sport bike market and the street bike market, if you will. And we've talked about it in the past, but we're getting into more progressive gear ourselves, and we're, trying to get other riders to consider getting away from that old leather coat and getting something that is comfortable and protective. And so we're starting to expand ourselves and find new brands out there. And Alpinestars is a great one. They've been around for a long time. They're built out of racing, and they are at a price point that your average biker can afford.
Yep. Well said.
I've had riding shoes and riding boots going back to like one of my first motorcycles, my street bike.
Yep. My dirt bike boots.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They're Alpinestars. So yeah, you're going to see us sourcing a lot of Alpinestars products. We believe in them, and we'll be bringing them to the Law Abiding Biker store. And I'm coming up here real shortly. Me and Lurch are in the phase of trying to find a really good 4-season, more of a winter rain proof type coat. So look for that video coming up. I'll be testing and reviewing. We're going to try to source a couple that will be really good for you guys. And by us doing that, you'll know that we've tested it and what's good about it, what's bad about it, or, things like that. So look forward to that, obviously coming to the podcast and, of course, the YouTube channel. So let's do this real quick, and then we'll break this jacket down.
Hey, bikeaholics searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? 03D has the products you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. 03D's got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and other comfort products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation. That equals less time installing and more time riding. 03D has a design team with riders with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero and Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. They pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them via email at sales@03d.com or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero 3D's custom line of Gold Strike products for the all-new Honda Goldwings. Better yet, help support us and head on over to the Law Abiding Biker store and check out our full line of Zero 3D products.
All right, so going over this jacket just a little bit, guys. Get rid of this. All right, so do we have the features in here, or we can bring it up in the store? Let's bring it up. We're going to bring it up in the Law Abiding Biker store so I can make sure and go over, and I've got it beside me here. If you just go to search and we'll go to TSP, we'll just go to Superair. Very good search functionality right there. Pops right up in the Law Abiding Biker store. All right. So like we say, we're going to get the price. We will say up front, very simple, guys. Follow the sizing chart.
We have a sport fit.
Yep. It is a sport touring fit. And what we mean by that is I always go to the size chart. You can't just order your normal size all the time, although I did in this case, because the size chart said that was my size. The size chart is accurate, but no matter what you're ordering, apparel from the Law Abiding Biker store, we put size charts there. Click the size chart because they're not all the same. One may say a 42-inch chest takes a extra large or maybe even a medium. They're all different, and each company does it a little bit different. Sorry, there's background noise. It must be the air conditioner. What is it?
I think it might be the fan.
Gotcha. Yeah. I was just getting some feedback. Sorry, guys. But please click through. We do really work hard to have a very good size chart, and it even shows you how to measure if you don't know for each product. All right, enough said. Check your size. All right. Let's go over. So I'm just going to ad lib it here as I look over the jacket. Again, a hot weather jacket. So this thing has like integrated mesh panels on like the front of it and all the way down the back. And you could actually, when I hold it up to the light, I can see all the way, you can see light through it. So it's a very fine mesh panel all over the back. So a lot of going on there. And remember, the reason that is this is a hot weather riding jacket. And so ventilation is everything, which is why this is going to be cooler, because it's actually taking the air, it's circulating around within your body, and you're not losing the moisture. if that makes sense, guys, because your skin is not directly exposed to the sun. And again, you're going to be protected if you go down in this guy. And then we go around to the front, and most of the front, if not all, is taken up by mesh panels. The interior has a completely mesh liner. Again, so in between the mesh panels and the back, and then you have a mesh liner, and that liner also is in between your front panels, if that makes sense. It's kind of a loose, it doesn't come out, but it's a looser type mesh panel on the inside. And all that means, you guys can understand, it's not rocket science. That is what's circulating all the air inside the jacket and keeping you cool. Now, if it's really hot, you can't zip it down just a little bit. Sometimes I even do that just down to my, breast line. And he's laughing. I knew I was looking at him when I said breast line. He's just, you can't say breasts around men.
Boobs.
And, ladies, if you want to hang one boob out, that's fine too, whatever. But I wouldn't unzip it. That would be stupid. You're defeating the purpose of the jacket, because as soon as you slide, it's going to come off you and things are going to move around. Now, this is a armored jacket. Let me talk about the collar real quick. So the collar is not going to chafe you. It's got a microfiber, really soft collar, and it's got a little Velcro closure at the top. So you can zip it up all the way, and you could even close that if you wanted, for a little cooler weather. Awesome. No problem with the zipper. High quality. Haven't had any issues with the zipper. Inside, you've got a nice large Velcro stash pocket, both sides. Stash pockets on the inside. On the outside, you've got 2 hand warmer pockets, both zippered, for storing stuff. So that's really nice. Before we get to the armor, you've got reflectivity baked in all the way around. So on the front, you've got an Alpinestars logo. I got the red or the camo. Mine's the camo and red. Can you look that up?
Red fluorescent.
Red fluorescent. Mm-hmm. And so we've got different options, color if you want more subdued and you don't like the logo. I like the logo. I think it's a really stylish jacket in my opinion. It looks really good. It's fitted well. It doesn't make you look like a big slob. I like fitted stuff like that. So it's, and with that said, it's not tight. I didn't have any issues when I was going down the road as far as like the handlebars. Now we have seen with other jackets, the higher end sometimes, higher end price, I should say. Sometimes they'll put gussets in the shoulders, and that's to give you a little more flexibility when your arms are out and on the bars. With that said, this doesn't need it at all. So I see why they didn't put them, because it's not tight. They left enough room in the shoulders and the back that you're bent over or arms fully extended on bars. You're not going to feel any restriction other than just, a normal jacket. It also has reflectivity on each shoulder with the Alpinestars little logo. Their star kind of logo. And then on the back, it has all the way down, it has a gray reflector. And then at the very bottom, it turns that red fluorescent for me, because that's what color I got. And it actually says Alpinestars. So just a ton going on, a ton of tech. And again, we're getting back to leather. We've talked about in the past, that's old school, guys. And if you still use it, that's cool. But that's where the t-shirt thing came from, because you can't get cool in leather. So a lot of guys back in the day, we all saw it. We used to do it. You get hot, it gets hot out, you got a leather frickin' jacket on, you got to take it off to your t-shirt, because you ain't getting any cooling in leather. So the gear we didn't have access to a lot of that stuff back then, especially Harley riders. I've kind of tried to change that stance within the industry for Harley riders. I see a lot more. I mean, we used to see only half helmets. You don't see very many half helmets. No. Everybody just transitioned to full size. It takes time for us to get gear, get smarter, and the old, I'm a tough outlaw, biker. I'm going to wear a novelty helmet, no fingerless gloves, and my leather jacket and a wife beater underneath. We've all rode that way when we first rode Harleys, but that was before we had access to a lot of the. The price points have came down. We have access to so much more, and I think we're smarter as riders, especially within the touring cruiser, whether it's Indian, Harley. We were behind the sports bike scene by quite a ways.
Without a doubt. They
were wearing protective gear and protective shoes. And finally, we're starting to do that, all of us touring riders. And I love to see that. I just don't like to see anybody get hurt. It's already dangerous enough sport. So this is an armored jacket. And with that said, it does have, now some of our jackets with armor, it's got shoulder and elbow armor that come with the jacket. It's coming with it. And remind me what it is. What do they call it?
Nucleon.
Nucleon. It's
Back protector.
CE level.
Which I'll have to look it up.
Yeah. So it's coming with both that. It's a very pliable, I love Alpinestars Nucleon armor. I can literally, Lurch can see it. I can fold it almost four ways here, and it's in the jacket. It is removable. You can go in between the liner, the mesh liner, and the coat, and you can certainly remove that armor. I wouldn't suggest that, but if you need to, or you need to replace it for whatever reason, you can do that, but I would leave it right in place where it is. You'll hardly know it's there. It's so soft and so flexible. Now, we'll talk about the back armor in a minute. You can, and it's available in our store, and our listing has a link. It's CE level 2. Lurch has given me the sign. So CE level, it is a CE approved garment overall. So that's really important. We're not going to get into what all those levels, you can look all that up. But offers a lot of protection. And again, I just love how soft the armor is. You really won't even know it's there. Some jackets you can tell, and this one, barely know it's there. So, removable armor. Oh, I was going to say some of the jackets, because they have elbow armor, that can slide out of the way, if you go down. And so they'll put straps, with a little buckle to tighten. So depending on the size of your arms, you can grab those straps and tighten it down so everything's kind of secure on your arm. They didn't do that on this jacket, but instead they put little accordion baked in straps that are actually part of the inside of the sleeve. You hardly even know they're there, but they basically help keep the sleeve tight. And I feel like the armor is going to stay in place very well if I go down, that it's holding there in a position. Fair enough to say, would straps maybe be better? You can get it even tighter, of course. I think that's a fair statement. But for the accordion strap, they did a really good job integrating that so that you feel the armor is in a good spot and remaining on your elbow. So I think, and then we've also got at the bottom, if you wanted the jacket, you've got little straps with snaps. Those are interface, so you can interface with your jeans, your riding pants, if you don't want the coat to come up. Now, I will say with this jacket, I left it unzipped when I got in the armor there. So also with that said, guys, this is, it's got a drop seat in it, which means it sits a little bit lower. So it's not going to ride up while you're riding. That's a proper riding jacket. It stays down. And so it's got a little bit of a drop seat on it. And then also around the waist, so you can tighten it up. So it, fits how you want. There's nice, big, large Velcro straps, both sides. So you can tighten this thing down. Lurch, do you want to go over, do you got the information up?
It does have some connection loops, so you can attach to like any pant. You can hook to your,
did you? Yeah, okay, I talked about the interface.
I didn't hear that part. Yeah.
That's when you're pointing at your watch.
Gotcha. Okay.
So why don't you pull up the colors, sizes and all that. I'm going to talk about the base layer that we recommend, guys. And that is the, let me bring that up. We're kind of speeding along because Lurch has got a commitment here, but we're going to get you all the information. So it's the Alpinestars Ride Tech V2 Summer Long Sleeve and Underwear Top and Bottoms. We've got it in short sleeve version or long sleeve. I use the long sleeve, and I use the, obviously, pants together. In a nutshell, I've tried a lot of different base layers, a lot. Lurch knows I've been sent base layers by companies, all kinds of stuff. By far, nothing that I've tried can even touch this. You have to get it to understand. If you're stopped by the store, we have a set you can feel, but this stuff, it's a different thinness. It's a different material. There's integrated literally mesh panels. So when I stretch it over me and put it on, you can actually see my skin just a little bit. But it's super fine mesh. These are all baked into it. And you can understand what that would do.
Yeah, it's like nothing I've ever handled before.
Yeah, we got it out of the box. We were like, whoa.
Yeah.
And it fits good. It's great compression gear. Obviously easy to clean, but you'll see it in the chest. Once you stretch it out and put it on, it's just amazing. It's so light. It's a wonderful material. The mesh panel says it all. No other gear that I've tried is doing that. This is what King of the Baggers, I saw an Alpinestars. This is what they're wearing under their suits. This is their cool gear to try to keep them cool under those big ass leather suits. And those guys sweat a lot. by far the best quality, gonna last you forever. I know it's a little more spendy. You get what you pay for. Take it from me. I've tried the cheap stuff. I've tried the mid-level stuff. I've tried this. I'm going to wear this dirt biking, street biking. When I'm on duty, this is my go-to. I got multiple sets of it. Again, Alpinestars Ride Tech V2 summer short sleeve underwear top. One more product. I told you guys, this is a 2-season jacket, hot weather riding jacket. I rode it from 60 to well over 100. If you're going to ride below 60, depending on how cold you get, this can change for people. I wanted to make it into a 3-season jacket. And so what I did is this is also in the Law Abiding Biker store. I say that you pair it with an Alpinestar Purpose mid-layer jacket. Very affordable jacket designed to wear under your heavier jackets, mock mesh liner, stretch seams. It's a really soft. It's also really good looking just by itself. If you just want to wear it off the bike, it's kind of a nice jacket. It looks really good. Zipper front, hand pockets. Very simple, but very nice jacket coming in 3 different colors. You pair that with this jacket, which I keep in my trunk, and bam, as long as it doesn't rain. This is not a rainproof jacket. It's mesh panel jacket. You'll need to pair it with rain gear, which by the time this podcast come out will be coming to the Law Abiding Biker store. I just got sets of this. It's what I'm going to be riding with and carrying. It's quick. And do you remember, can you grab the rain gear stuff while you're at it? Believe it or not, by the time you hear this, we will have added it to the store. We already have it in the showroom. Really, it's Alpinestars. It's Alpinestars rain gear. We're going to get a model. I'm going to be doing reviews on this too, but I love it. I felt it. I've touched it. I've seen it. Hurricane Alpinestars Hurricane. We're going to be doing a jumpsuit, multiple colors. We have that in stock. And we also are going to do a 2-piece set if you want that. Again, review video coming. We'll be talking about it a little bit more in depth, but just go to the store. We'll also put links in the show notes because Lurch is working on those listings. But we have it ready to go. That's an easy thing to carry. So if it does rain, so again, not a rain jacket. Why don't you go over, Lurch? Let's do this real quick. And then we will go over sizes and some colors and kind of clean things up here, so to speak.
Ride longer and treat your ass with some respect already. Get hooked up with the premium butt buffer seat cushion. This company of bikers developed a super thin hospital grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials, and it's unlike gel pads that leak if punctured. The butt buffer, designed not to slide around your seat, fits all motorcycles, installs in seconds, easily cleans up, and helps dampen them damn vibrations. With plenty of miles to choose from, they sure you'll have a comfortable ass when riding. Head on over to Law Abiding Biker store and check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions.
All right, Lurch, why don't you kind of talk about, did I miss anything? I mean, that's all. I highly recommend it. Get the base layer, get the Purpose, get your set. And then, like I say, enough about the rain gear.
Yeah, with that, you're set for pretty much all of the major seasons. If you get into winter, you're going to need something heavier.
Yep.
We're going to test one of those. They've got small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, and 4X.
We?
They meaning we. We have small, medium, large, extra large, 2X, 3X, and 4X. Again, make sure you pay attention to the sizing chart. You may need to go up a size compared to what you're used to. There are colors are black. And that one, the black one actually has the Alpinestars logo is white on that one. Then they have a black on black, which is murdered out. It's black. The logos are black. There's a high vis yellow. It's black gray with a high vis yellow logo on it. There's a black and blue that's currently out. We're waiting for that to come back in. There is the one that you're wearing, which is the gray camo and red fluorescent. It's sexy. The main body of it's black, and then you got camo on your sides and on your arms.
Gray and black camo, yeah.
Yeah, gray and black camo with that red fluorescent, which, I'm mildly colorblind, but to me it looks orange, just so you know. And then they've got a black and red jacket.
There you go, guys. Got them in stock. We're selling the hell out of them. As soon as the video came out, they are moving, and we'll keep them in stock as long as the manufacturer has them available. I will say, it's amazing. You wear this with the base gear. As soon as you're moving 1 mile an hour, the coolness, it's weird. It's counterintuitive. I get it. All I ask you is to consider it. I'm not trying to force my opinion on it. If you're riding unprotected, you're going to deal with the consequences. And it's not when you go down. It's not if you go down, it's when you go down. And you got to be protected. And why not stay cooler? All these things put together, it's going to be an amazing experience. And all I ask you is consider it. Let's all try to ride more protected. And now that you have the information, maybe you didn't have it before. That's all I ask you to consider.
Dressed for the slide, not for the ride.
Oh, dude, did you just coin that?
No, it's been around for a while.
Oh, has it?
Yeah. I didn't make that up.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought you just made, I never heard that. I'm like, dude, you're smart. You should have took it. Somebody would have called you on the phone.
For
Bullshit.
sure.
That's not
It's
his.
been around forever.
Yeah. All right, guys. We appreciate it. Again, all the links to everything will be in the show notes. Now, if you got to go, Lurch, I'll finish it up. You good?
Yeah.
All right. We appreciate our, patron members. We want you to become a patron member. We want to get to know you better. We want to give you benefits. But the only way you can support us or want to support us is through a flat donation. We never bought at a flat donation. Lurch wants to thank
We'd like to thank Jim Massia of Parsippany, New Jersey, Eric Shanley, and Norman Masson of Carrickfergus, United Kingdom.
Nicely done. lawabidingbiker.com/donate. Again, lawabidingbiker.com/donate. That'll leave us a flat donation. Helps put a little fuel in the Law-Abiding Biker gas tank. So
we can keep this thing running on down the road.
took his headphones off, so I thought he was done. Yeah, guys, no, we appreciate that. And also, a lot of folks are leaving flat donations, which is just amazing to me. You're purchasing in our store, but there's an option there to leave a tip. And the fact that people do that, every time we see that, we are just dumbfounded and so appreciative that you're willing to do that, as a statement to appreciate us helping the biker community and trying to serve you the best we can and answer emails. And we're literally, at the end of the day, just want to help you guys. So some of those donations come via that. And thank you so, so much for that, guys. Hope it was a informational episode for you guys. What else we got here? Oh, we haven't mentioned this in a while. The Lab podcast phone number. If you're using the app, it's changed in there, so you'll just call us. But if you do want to leave us a voicemail via an actual phone instead of the computer, 509-273-1290. Again, that's 509-273-1290. Also, that's the store phone number. So you can call that if you have a question. Now, I will tell you, that's not a man line. We're a bootstrap company of bikers. We can't man that 24/7. That's going to go to voicemail. But we will, at our convenience, obviously when we can, have somebody call you back. But the easiest way to get service at this time, honestly, is to go to the contact form on the store website. Because you got Oscar, you got me, you got Lurch. We're going to be grabbing more employees here in short order, as we can answer those from home, from our emails, from the computer. We don't have time to sit down and make phone calls all the time. But if that's what you want, you will get a call back. You'll have to wait a little bit on that. So you might consider using the contact form instead. You'll probably get an answer lickety-split that way. There you go, guys. Appreciate all you guys tuning in and going strong, guys. 11 years.